Welcome to the audio show.
You know what? I might have my gripe about the Amber character, but one of the reasons why I love her a lot is because I feel like Amber represents a type of woman who is willing to try, you know what I mean, and to try to listen and engage the opposite sex. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes. But Michelle is exactly who generally go to the forefront of society these days and them create more dissension in the community than anything else. Let's run into this. Let's go.
Michelle, my business is my business. And I chose to get back with my husband because I took vows for better or for worse. And yes, it was horrible. But I've stayed true to my vows. Thank you very much.
Here's my thing. Women keep doing this, taking these men back. And these men, just listen now, listen.
No. You listen. Because women keep doing what you're doing, which is them get a bad experience. And that bad experience all of a sudden becomes the yardstick by which they judge every single solitary man. It's the same reason why I made sure I pinpointed the Rafi story, because y'all needed to realize that it does happen the same way the other way around, where women actually do play men a lot of times. If you go on even any social media platform now and you check a lot of things out, you'll realize that women are asking for an arm and a leg with nothing at all to offer. In fact, you see Shayla is the perfect representation of that. A woman who comes in and all she pretty much has to offer is some sex. Every other woman can offer sex. There is no value that she brings at all to the table, but basically sex. That's about it. But I'm just saying that to say that we don't even need to go down this road. But you know what? Michelle, continue.
These men keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You're a good person. And that's the reason why I wanted to tell you in the first place.
So men aren't good people. That's basically what you say. Because you see, when you said these men, then you've just bracketed men in a whatever it is. It's just that's my thing. You've just bracketed that. Not like you're saying a man like Anthony or a man like whatever. So you're giving one particular thing. You're speaking in generalities.
But to see you go back to him, I'm like, why?
Again, that's not your business, Michelle. Excuse me.
Michelle,
What?
why did you do that?
What?
You're pushing her and you know it.
I'm telling her the truth. That's what we need to do, start telling people the truth.
So we should tell her the truth then, that you should have, when Ben told her the truth and Ben tried to fire you, you never liked that. That's what I'm talking about. See, the same hand can play different ways. When Ben mentioned the truth that these are people's businesses and I run a business that is secluded and private, you never want to hear that truth. But no, this truth is bigger and greater than any other truth. I'm not quite certain where Michelle is going, but again, Michelle represents that lady inside of the community who has been jaded by one or two men and uses that as her judge or her yardstick for every other man that exists. And so what you have happened is that really when now Michelle advises any woman at all, she don't advise that woman in good faith. So the woman don't go in a relationship in good faith. And by the way, they're getting younger and younger. The Michelles of the world are getting younger and younger because I have a couple girlfriends that I might talk to. You know what I mean? And when I listen some of the time to some of them, I'm like, it sounds like we have no faith in men. It sounds like men are this despicable scum of the earth, as I said before. It's like we're the scum of the earth, essentially. It's almost like women are just this perfect thing that exists, and you know them can't cause any issues at all. They do nothing wrong at all. That's basically how it's positioned.
That was too far. She is not ready to hear that about Anthony, and you know that. Come on, you can see it on her face the minute that you started talking about that stuff.
But when these men do this to us, it's okay, right? It's okay.
Okay, this feels...
Okay, no other way, Michelle. So what are we talking about? That's what I say. This is what I was talking about today. If you're telling me you're doing something in love, then when you do it in love, then you don't worry about the result. Because you know it's coming from the heart. You know, so it's coming good. But again, Michelle's thing is not from the heart. Michelle is just another vindictive, heartbroken woman. That's what she is. So all of our explanations were not from a good place. None of them no come from a good place. Michelle is a woman who just not a man. That's basically what I want. She not have no man, and it's more than just her not having no man at all. The idea is that whatever man broke Michelle heart, that man have to pay for for every other thing. He have to pay for it. And every other man that walks around is the same man she looking at. So if she look for O'Neal, I see a man. It no matter which man to see, because that man going to become that. Can you imagine if men were to walk around thinking like this, that every woman is a gold digger and a liar and a skis? Imagine if we were to look at things like that.
Personal from your end. Why don't we like lay off Amber for right now, okay?
All right.
Thank
All right.
you.
I got you. I got you. Here she comes.
That coffee smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
What is in that?
Yeah, we make a mean cup of coffee here. Michelle, I'm sorry. I understand. You just speaking your truth, and you spoke it back then, and you're speaking it now, and it stings a little bit, honestly. But I've had so many people lying to me that I would take your truth over anything else.
But is it truth though? She a talk, but I don't know if she's saying anything. Yet again, I keep asking the question. Are we trying to make a better society, or are we really just looking at seeing exactly if we can tear and shift it down? And Michelle to me is dangerous, because a Michelle to me is a woman who needs some therapy. Is a woman who needs to go get a therapist so she can talk to her therapist, and the therapist can offer her some level of solution and for learn to love again. It's almost like them can't love again. That's the problem I have with a Michelle. One of the things I love about my audience, one of the things I love about y'all that are on this platform, is that a lot of y'all are married. And I feel like I love when y'all comment, because I'm telling you over and over again, you're now the standard bearer of what is taking place in our society. You have to bring forward this misconception that men are this evil set of creatures and women are the most perfect thing in the world, and highlight how you have made these marriages work. Because certain women not perfect, and men not perfect either. You know what I mean? And while again, a lot of what Anthony does me disagree with, and a lot of various things me disagree with, but the stance for Amber to be taken that Michelle is asking her to take, I don't think that's a stance she must take. Or if she going to take that stance, she must take that because she wants to, and not because she's jaded by whatever it's that Anthony has done. That's what I'm saying. Let's keep running.
So, I appreciate you being honest. I am hearing you, and I'm just hoping that things work out the way they're supposed to. Because to be honest, I'm still torn about my decision.
Yeah.
What I see in Michelle's face, I'm not even get into it anymore, but you know what? Let me get into it.
I hear you. And my thing is, I want to stand up for truth.
Yeah.
I want to stand up for women.
So okay. This is what I talk about. You see why I have an issue with this? It feels like it is an us versus them. It just feels like it's us versus them. It feels like we're at war. It feels like males and females are at war. This position, every time I hear it, because Michelle is not the first, they're just depicting it in a storyline. This is the same position a lot of women have given me. Tell you, even young girls give me this position. Girls that are in their 20s. Make it sound as though, say, every man them encounter, that they've been with the entire populace of men, and them know every single solitary man. That's what it sounds like. That they've been taking a bunch of things. They've been taking all of them, and they have done all of these men, and them know everything about these men. This stance is just the wrong stance to take. That's what it sounds like. Us versus them.
I've seen this happen to my mother, my sisters, my aunts, heck, even you.
Even me.
You know, and as I watch this, I keep saying, like, why do the men do this to us and still go home? and be with their wives.
And why do the women do what they do to men and still get half of the portion? See, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those dishonest conversations because it positions women as though women are this victim of society. Why do women have a bunch of children? Just like I see in a Sheila instant, they don't take care of the kids, but them still get a portion from child support court. Why do women go into marriages? Them don't bill anything for the man. Them stay there for 1 or 2 years and then them take half of what the man have and leave. I could have asked the same question. No, even though we've seen those things, am I going to use that and say, you know what? I've seen that, Joe lost half of him wealth. So me not going to believe in a love again. Will I be cautious? Of course. I'd be a fool not to be cautious. I've always said that. You must judge and criticize the environment. But me just don't believe that I'm going to have this stance that all women are bad because one woman take half of what a man have, unfairly. Or because a woman gets a kid, don't take care of the kid, and has this man on child support. I just don't believe that. And that is my problem with this stance, with this point of view. But I want to hear from you, the audience. Do you feel like there's like an us versus them thing? I want you to examine it. Examine it. When your girlfriends talk or, whoever the women them in your family talk, do you feel that you get more of this kind of point of view, or is this just a modern play that we're seeing? Give me a take. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to you soon.